Do you hear that construction? Okay, I'm filming here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Caitlin and I post videos relating to nutrition, fitness, and just overall health. Today's video is going to be a little bit of an update on a video I made a couple months ago. That video was my thoughts on keto. If you haven't watched that one yet, I will link it up above so you can click that and watch it first before you get into this one, or you can just watch this one, up to you. Since making that video, I think I have become a little bit clearer on just my thoughts about keto overall and what works best for me. In the original video I made, I talked about feeling really restricted with how many vegetables I could eat and not really liking the idea of having to cut those back so much. I feel like my other video was kind of giving off bad vibes towards ketosis as a whole. And I think in that video, I kind of mushed together the typical keto diet that you see everywhere with the metabolic state, which is ketosis. My issue is with the typical keto diet, which is really strict, high in processed foods, no focus on micronutrients whatsoever. But I really do like being in ketosis and burning fat over glucose. My energy is just so consistent throughout the day. I can go for several hours without being hungry. Food cravings are a lot less than they used to be. And my athletic performance is just so much better. After doing a lot more reading the last couple months and finding a couple other people online who do keto in a more whole food, lots of vegetables, more balanced way, I have kind of shifted my opinion on it. When I first started to try to do keto, everything that I was reading said you had to track all your calories. That was the only way. That if you ate over 20 grams of net carbs per day, you weren't going to be in ketosis. If you ate too much protein, you weren't going to be in ketosis. And eating so few carbs was really limiting on the fruits and vegetables I could eat. At this time, I also didn't have a blood meter, so I wasn't even sure if I was in ketosis or not most of the time. I was just kind of flying blind. Is that a saying? And yeah, I didn't really feel that much different being really strict about it than I felt before. I feel like the keto diet gets a bad rap as just being lots of processed meat and cheese. And I have really come to see that it does not have to be that way. The first thing that started to shift my opinion was when I read The Art and Science of Low Carbohydrate Performance. That is a great read for anyone who's interested in getting their body to burn fat instead of glucose. So I will link that down below. And in that book, I think they referred to it as a well-rounded low-carb diet. I talked about this before. I talked about this book in one of my previous favorite videos, but I'll just go over it again quickly. Pretty much they advocate for all whole foods, eating lots of vegetables, eating lots of fruit, and even though your carbs are higher than 20 net carbs, you will still be able to get into and stay in ketosis. There are also 3 people on Instagram who do a keto diet in a very healthy way. The first one is Bobby. His username is 𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗗 on Instagram. He has smoothie bowls every single day. I remember when I first started following him, I messaged him and I'm like, how can you eat so much fruit? And he told me he just subs the bananas for more ice and that the rest is mostly just berries. I was like, oh, okay. The second person who's really inspiring is 𝗥𝗘𝗥𝗘 on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel as well. I will link that down below too. She is super athletic, doesn't eat any processed food, I don't think, eats loads of vegetables. Yeah, the way she's doing it is just awesome. And the third person, I believe her username is Live in Bondi, and same thing. She just eats tons of whole foods, very, very, very healthy, but she is on a keto diet. With that being said, I do not feel like I need to be in ketosis 100% of the time. Since my last video, I haven't tracked anything, and after reading The Art and Science of low carb performance. I actually bought a blood meter just because I was curious about if I was in ketosis, because yeah, like I said, I just had no idea before. I thought I was, I thought I must be. I just wanted to know for sure. So I don't track that every day. I only do it maybe like once a week, just if I'm curious to see. Or after exercise, sometimes I do it because that tends to boost your ketones quite a bit. And I just find it really interesting to see the change that exercise and different foods can have on your ketone levels. But like I said, I'm not chasing the number. I do find that I feel a lot better when I am in ketosis than when I'm not, but I like to go off feeling rather than the number. Last week I was actually in Perth. I think you guys will have watched that video before this one gets posted. In that I mentioned I accidentally had a tapioca pudding that had, it was so tiny. It was like this big. I thought it was a chia pudding. I thought it had no refined sugar. Then I looked at the back when I was halfway through and it had something like 40 carbs and 37 of that was sugar. And I was like, and let me tell you, after that, I felt like absolute garbage. The rest of the day, I just kind of felt sick. And then going into the next day, I felt hungry all day long. I was just constantly thinking about food. I just wanted sugar so badly. It's just crazy how sugar can do that to you. Anyways, those were a tough couple of days. I didn't actually bring my monitor with me, so I didn't check to see if I got kicked out of ketosis, but I mean, I am pretty certain I did. Oh, is this a package coming for me? No. Aww. It's times like that that make me remember why I eat the way I do, and they remind me how good I normally feel. So I mean, life goes on. This has been really rambly and all over the place, but I just felt like my thoughts had changed a little bit since my last video, and I wanted to put out a video to kind of let you guys know where I'm at. So I would say the way I eat falls somewhere in between a keto diet and a paleo diet. It's not keto because I'm not super strict about it. I will have some natural sugar in the form of like maple syrup or honey every once in a while. I'm not too concerned with how deep I am into ketosis. Like I said, I'm more concerned about how I feel. If I'm feeling good, the number on that meter does not matter at all. But then again, I would say I'm not really paleo because I do eat some cheese and dairy and also the very occasional chickpeas or beans. Anyway, those are just my updated thoughts on keto. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on the keto diet. Do you feel better eating low carb? Let me know in the comments down below, and click that bell button if you want to be notified every time I post, which you do because I just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and on Instagram as well. So I'm going to be doing a big giveaway. So if you don't want to miss that, then click the bell button, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye. It was a package for me. They just delivered it to my neighbors by accident. This is actually something for my giveaway, which I haven't announced yet. Sneak peek of something that'll be in my giveaway. Woo!